In 1873, a freeman's town was founded by former enslaved people. It was called Deep Elm, after its main street. And when more residents began to settle down, the name was later changed to Deep Ellum due to the false pronunciation. Deep Ellum would be regarded as one of Dallas's first residential and commercial districts to house African Americans and European immigrants. By 1888, one of the first historical buildings would be established by Robert S. Munger, who built his first conjure factory, the Continental Gin Company, in a long strand of warehouses on 3311 Elm Street. The same business would later become one of the largest manufacturers of cotton processing equipment in the United States. Additionally, it would later be turned into Artist Loaves by 1997. This would later make the way for other companies to make their fortune in Deep Ellum in the 1900s. By 1914, another competitor had entered the ring, known as Henry Ford, who had selected Deep Ellum as one of its earliest automobile plantations. The building would later be known for being an assembly for Ford's famous Model T. The plantation remained at 2700 Canton Street until the mid-1930s, when Adam Hatz moved it into the 4-story brick and terracotta structure in 1959. The landmark was recovered into loft apartments by 1997, adding another layer of history to the buildings. Soon after that, in 1916, the Union Banker Trust Building, located at 2521 Elm Street, was constructed. The building was designed by architect William Sidney Pittman, the state's first black architect, and the son-in-law of Booker T. Washington. In addition to serving as some of the city's earliest offices for black doctors, dentists, and lawyers, it served as the culture center for the African American community until the 1930s. The building has since been restored from its former glory to house the Pittman Hotel, a banquet hotel that is part of the development. By this time, Deep Ellum's openness towards others led to a large community of European immigrants becoming residents in the district, opening several pawn shops, bars, tailors, and grocery stores. It's also noted that these business owners did not discriminate against others and were willing to open their stores to all people, including African American customers, a rarity at this time in the rest of the city. Because of this corporation, Deep Ellum was regarded as one of the city's first purposeful desegregated areas in the city. In the 1920s, Deep Ellum's claim to fame was and still is music. The neighborhood had become a hotspot for those early jazz and blues music. For the next several decades, it would host shows for those like Blind Lemon Jefferson, Robert Johnson, Heidi Ladybug, and others. During this time, business such as nightclubs, cafes, theaters, and domino parlors dominated the Deep Ellum district. Deep Ellum is now the proud owner of more than 30 live music venues, making it one of the biggest entertainment districts in the state and the heart of the music scene in Dallas. Throughout its history, Deep Ellum has also been a place for the creative thinking and creating an identity for itself through a vibrant community of galleries, street murals, public art, and other displays of creativity. Many of Deep Ellum's buildings have painted murals on their walls for decades. This tradition continues today with over 100 creative, colorful paintings displayed across the district. In conclusion, Deep Ellum holds a place of significance due to its deep-rooted history, which has forever marked Dallas inscribed with its story of prosperity through its cultural heritage of music in the 1800s, now combined with the modern display of creativity works throughout the modern era.